Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades, we do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you some important Congress updates for MMTLP and also a key date for your diary. We're also going to be looking at recent insider trades for MMAT Metamaterials and also looking at the spin-off earnings of GNS, ticker symbol ERL, so stay tuned for that. So before we get started, let's have a look at what's happening in the market. So first headline here from Yahoo Finance, the stocks are rising amid earnings deluge with big tech to come. So I've just seen right now the earnings for Microsoft I think have been exceptionally good, and hopefully that is going to provide a good boost for the market. But let's have a look at what's happened today in terms of the stocks. We can see there has been a little bit of a revival, and one of the reasons for that is because of the benchmark 10-year Treasury yield, which I think came down below 5%. So we are looking at the Dow Jones at time of editing up approximately 0.3%. So good news there. And other important earnings we're also looking at include General Motors, which obviously was positive as well. And in other important news today is regarding Bitcoin, and we saw today earlier in the day Bitcoin did cross for the first time $35,000. I believe it's trading right now around about $33, but good news for crypto, and that's the highest it's been since 2022. Let's now have a look at the important date for your diary, and this is October the 25th, 2023, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, the Securities Enforcement Forum 2023. So there is a meeting. This is going to be attended by Gary Gensler and also the Director of Enforcement, Webull Grewal from the SEC, as well as other SEC staff. So this is going to be a live meeting. I believe it's also going to be a live stream of it as well, and I believe there are going to be some voices there from the MMTLP community. So what I've tagged in here for Gary Gensler is obviously confirmation that he's cleaner than clean buddy. Division of Enforcement Director Webull Grewal are still expected to participate. A few of those have been following the history of Webull. He's been recently accused of alleged corruption, and I believe that is still ongoing. So he is still, according to the SEC, going to participate in the Securities Enforcement Forum on Wednesday 25th, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. For those of you attending, it's going to be at the Mayflower Hotel, Washington, D.C. So I was hoping that maybe Webull could add some insights into corruption from his personal experience and what he should have done really to help the MMTLP investors. I believe there is also going to be a Q&A in this meeting, and I do expect community members there to be actively vocal and trying to get Gary to speak the truth. And that is probably going to be impossible. What I'd now like to do is give a shout out here to Don Fizz, who posted earlier, I may not have gone where I intended to go, but I've ended up where I needed to be. So in the space call earlier, what Don Fizz was able to confirm that is that 10 Zoom calls were confirmed, and also in addition to that for this week he also has 25, and including some very significant calls also booked in, but again as I expect, no names confirmed, and that is the best way. Let's now have a look at the recent insider trading for MMAT Metamaterials. So we're going to have a look at the period October 2020 to current period October 2023. So we can see here total buys were just in excess of 996,753. However, total sales by the insiders were just in excess of 12,394,000. So let's have a look at some of the key transactions. So we can see at the bottom here, one of the key biggest sales was from Gordon Thomas Welch and also Ann Barber Lambert. So they sold approximately 75,000 shares at a price of $2.23, netting them just in excess of $167,000. So in terms of the biggest buys, we can see here In 11th of August 2022, George Palikaros purchased in excess, well, he purchased 42,000 shares at 96 cents, and then he's also had the most recent transaction of investing in 100,000 shares, and that was around about 16th of August 2023, and the price at that time was just over 22 cents. So no records here showing that George Palikaros has sold. However, Ken Rice did sell. He sold just in excess of 18,450 shares at a price of 63 cents, netting him just in excess of 11,626. These are the recent insider transactions, and from George Palikaros' point of view, only buys. Finally, for those of you holding ERL, just sharing an important date for your diary as well, and that is Thursday, October the 26th, 2023. So shout out here to Roger James Hamilton, who's posted Entrepreneur Resource ERL earnings call is October the 26th, 2023, and this will be at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So I believe it's also going to be streamed live on YouTube. So what he has stated here is that this is going to be the first ERL investor meeting after the spin-off from GNS, and it's going to include earnings and spin-off as well as share count details. So this is the key information that you need to know in terms of what will the earnings be covering. So details of the spin-off and the results of the share count, that will be obviously presented, and as well as that we're going to look at an overview of ERL for new investors who receive these shares. A reminder of the process for receiving shares of ERL for anybody eligible not yet received them. They were also going to be looking at the earnings report for ERL and guidance for the full year 2023, plans and prospectus for ERL future growth, and this is going to be the first investor meeting that is also going to show an ongoing commitment to a consistent level of ongoing investor communication to all shareholders. So all shareholder questions can be submitted at this email, investor@entrepreneurresource.com. And finally, if you'd like to join us in our Discord and take part in live trading discussions, as well as get access to the challenge and receive a copy of our daily stock alerts and our weekly watch list, details are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.